Gassy Inc. What's up? How you doing? Good afternoon, man. Had a good day. I hope you guys all caught CADL this morning in pre-market with us and rode that baby hard. Rode it hard and put it away wet, as they say. Hopefully you guys caught that. Good afternoon, Todd. CADL was a beauty. Now, we talked about that in pre market. That was one that we did mention. All right. Yeah, we're going to see how weird it can get here for sure. All right. We're going to shut off the AC. Oh, Donna, that sucks. Yeah, you'll have to keep an eye on that next time. Oh, 4 cents at 2 p.m. Now they're $3.05. Wow. Thanks for the Discord link. You're very welcome. Very welcome. All right, it is 4 o'clock. After hours is among us here. Let's see what we get. Class action lawsuit. CRBU extends clinical development with FDA clearance of investigational new drug in lupus. So CRBU popped a little bit here. Well, it popped more than a little bit. It popped up quite a bit. So CRBU. We'll see where that one takes us. And then we have CNFR, fourth quarter financials. CNFR, fourth quarter financials. That one went up a little bit. Clicking through these press releases right at 4 o'clock. I've found that most of the time, right at 4 o'clock, the press releases aren't that great. It's the ones that come in about 4:05, 4:06. Those seem to be really good most of the time. Wow, a lot of class action lawsuits here popping up. The market was ugly today. Good afternoon. CRBU. That's up and down, up and down. And of course, CNFR. That was the other one I gave you that popped up a little bit in after hours. So now let's look at what maybe doesn't have news on it. All right, well, my top runners so far in after hours, CRBU is in the number one spot, and it's up 7%. AFIB, and now JCSE just popped in there. I'm very low volume, though, I might add. Very low volume. Let's see. Waiting for news or. Good afternoon, Jay. 80 Outdoors Adventures. Good afternoon to you as well. And hello, Sheila and Kathy. Hopefully we can have some fun with YouTube today. Let's see how crazy that gets. Good afternoon, everyone, and you too, Jeff. Well, good afternoon, Janice. JCSE. It popped up in after hours about 11%, but there's no volume on it. So it's not something I'd be interested in. And look at SPY. Holy cow, did SPY dump today down to 513? XBI is down, Russell's down, the Dow Jones is down 530 points. Holy crap. NASDAQ down 228. S&P down 64. It was a red, bloody Thursday. Holy cow. It was a bloody, bloody day. Jobs numbers tomorrow. Jason, when did you send that link? NXL is up about 9%. Got about 900,000 on the volume for the total day. NXL. SPCB just popped into our number one spot here. SPCB. LPTV. LPTV. LPTV popped up. It's getting some volume too, by the way. LPTV's up 45% here. SPCB is up 18%. Loop Media. Loop Media. About an hour ago, I sent out a bunch of, responded to a bunch of emails about an hour ago. Jason, might want to check your email, see if you got it. Check your spam folder too, just in case it went into your spam. But I answered a bunch of them. SPCB now up 15% in after hours. IVVD. IVVD announces that Permgarda is now available for purchase in the U.S. Guides for Permgarda net product revenue guidance in the range of 150 to 200 million for fiscal year 24. That's on IVVD. And it's just popping up and down about 30 cents, back and forth. I'll have to check my spam folder again, Jason. I sent out a bunch of them. And I'll check it again. LPTV. Bitcoin 68 up $2,100 today. 1,500 day trading Sound up, then shorted Tesla, the high. Nice. Four more people joined Discord today. Yeah, Jason, if you don't see a response in there, don't hesitate to send me another one real quick, another email. LPTV now at 50 cents, 51.9, 52, 52.7, 53. LPTV. There she goes. There she blows. Good, Mark. I'm glad you got in there and enjoyed that. A lot of good info in there. A lot of good info in Discord for sure. CADL. Oh my gosh, was that not? We talked about that in pre-market this morning. And I hope you guys jumped into that and rode that one hard. CADL was just an absolute monster. And may not be done yet. It's climbing up right now as we speak in after hours. It's already up 50 cents just here in after hours. So, what do you think? CADL to 20 bucks? Anybody? Only need 60 more on TikTok. Jay took CADL from 220 today to 660. Nice ride. Nice ride. Says there he's having steak and lobster tonight. We only need 60 more followers on TikTok, and we hit that ever elusive 10,000 mark. Looking forward to that. LPTV still trying to climb. SPCB orgs. Word orgs just popped in there. SPCB. You know, I'd really like to have one of these run in after hours on news. Just give me one good runner on some news here, and I'll be happy. Reading through some news press releases that just came out here. Nothing, nothing, nothing. The big nothing on all of them. Mark still holding CADL from 460. Nice. Let me hear your CADL success stories. Root set a new 52-week high again, and it just keeps on going. Edible reverse split tomorrow, yes, and that'll be on our micro float list from there on, and it is currently. I have it on there now. Terry says he's eating bologna. He didn't get any steak. Thank you for the call out, my friend. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. I'm glad everybody made money on that. I hope everybody made money on it. How much did that run up today total? Uh, what was the percentage on that at its high point? I might have to do the math myself. Yeah, nobody should have lost money on that. It climbed all day. Made enough to get me lobster tail and steak. Nice. That's what I like to hear. LPTV pulled back a little bit. Ben Diesel, 364%. Does everybody concur with that? What it was, it high was 765, $7.65, which is just incredible. And it closed at what, $1.66? All right. MDIA, we're being told, is popping up. MDIA. Don't see any news on it. Anybody else? Anybody else? MDIA. Not sure what's causing that one to go up. I don't have any news on it. I can't click on that, Lynn. If I click on that, I'll lose my screen. T-bone sold edible from 34 to 46. Good afternoon. You found it. I'm glad you found us. Filed a Schedule 13D. MDIA. Somebody Google that real quick. What's a Schedule 13D? I actually lost 500 on that first big pullback, but then made back 3,000. Nice. Bet that felt good, Nick. MDIA still running, still going up, still looking pretty solid. Let me flip this screen around. That's kind of annoying. There we go. Insider ownership. Okay. We got an insider buy apparently on MDIA. So that's what's going on with MDIA. Insider buying. When a person or group acquires more than 5% of the voting class of the company's equity shares. So somebody bought in big. Somebody bought in big. It's still going up. It hasn't stopped going up since I mentioned it. $19 million public float. MDIA might help. Yeah, I'm showing about a 19 million public float as well. TPET did pretty good today, I saw. I thought that Sandy said that used to be a micro. I thought that ticker symbol looked familiar for some reason. This thing's been going up nonstop. Did anybody jump in? Did anybody? From $1.43 to $3, this thing's gone up over 100%. Surely not everybody was sleeping on this one. Ryan, M237 to 305. Vic, 222 to 291. Finally. Hopefully, not everybody was sleeping on this. The stock has gone up way too far for everybody to have missed it. And don't call me Shirley. Oh. Well, we've got a Wolfpack member coming in from somewhere. I'm not sure what state they're coming in from, but they're going to be here in Florida visiting. I think over somewhere near Indian Rocks Beach. Standard General LP. Standard General LP just reported a 95.2% ownership on MDIA. So yes, what we read was correct. You have to have at least a 5% ownership. Well, by gosh, they did. 95% ownership on that one. Standard General LP reported a 95.2% stake in the company as of April 1st. As of April 1st. So that's what's causing that to go up. We knew it was insider buying for sure. But is it done? I bet not. I bet not. I bet not. Anybody got dry powder? What a nice run. Holy cow. From 143 to 316. That's a beaut. That is a beauty. CADL running again. We're back up to 683. Come on, baby, go. 306%. Well, now this is the second time that my screen on my live stream has gone black on me here. So CADL still pushing on like a nice little soldier there. Hopefully that one will break $7 again. MDIA. What do you guys think? Up 105%. Looking pretty good. $317 at its highest. Yeah, it looks like according to E-Trade, we hit 316.68. Just a fuzz shy of 317. Waiting on news. So we've got MDIA. That's the big runner. That's number one. LPTV is number two. It's up 21% still. EJH is up 16%. HUBC is moving up a little bit. HUBC, that's up about 16 cents, 17 cents so far here in after hours. That one's kind of sneaking up very, very slowly behind everybody's back here. HUBC. I may be over in, depending on the weather, I may be over by Indian Rocks, Madeira Beach, somewhere in that vicinity. We've got one of our Wolfpack members is coming in for vacation and coming in from quite a distance and wanted to meet up to say hi and hang out on the beach for a few minutes and have a cold drink. And I told him absolutely, sounds like fun. So I find out for sure where we're going to be, and I'll make sure to post it for you. So check the Discord. Keep an eye on the Discord. You'll know where we're at. Probably won't be there very long, but be fun to see a few of you and say hi and whatever. David, you just have to get an invite into that. Go to the website, wolfpackcommunity.com, and there's a link to it on my TikTok profile. Go to the link there, go over to the website, and on the home page of the website, down at the bottom, you'll see the email address. And just click on that and send me an email and say you'd like an invite for the Discord. And I'll email it to you. That way I can put the link right in the email for you. That'd be the easiest way for you to get it. The links don't work sometimes. If I put a link here on TikTok or YouTube, sometimes they don't work properly. So it's better if I just email it to you. But you have to use it pretty quick. You have to use that pretty quick because those Discord invites expire after a certain amount of time. If you don't use it, it'll expire and then the link doesn't work. Indian Rocks, a few hours from me? Oh, no. Indian Rocks is probably on the Gulf there. Yeah, I'd say probably an hour, 15 minutes. Give or take a minute. No, darn good. I didn't go to the beach today. Probably should have. It wasn't too bad outside. Hat moved because I knocked it off when I was taking a nap. Yeah, I took a nap. Today was a good day for a nap. Of course, every day's a good day for a nap. CADL. What are you going to do with that? Huh? What are you going to do with that one? CADL. Alex, yes, it is. Been to the Snack Shack many times there on Madeira Beach. Love it. Great place for some quick burger and a beer. Oh, it's a great place. Like it. Nothing fancy, but they got live music once in a while during the day and, of course, on the evenings and the weekends. Look at CADL. Are you guys watching this? Are you watching this? Are you in on it? Are you in on CADL? Boom. Look at that. 300, 400%. We just smacked. I saw it hit 400%. What a call out. Holy crap. Yeah, I haven't seen Jay in quite a few days here. I've seen that he was on live, but I was busy and didn't get a chance to pop in. 404%. Is that not a great call from this morning? What was that this morning in pre-market? We called out CADL on that very first pop, and that would have been around $2. right around $2. And then it pulled back. And I know a lot of people dumped it when it pulled back. And it pulled back all the way to about $1.93. And then it popped back up again, and I'm guessing most people probably jumped out, from that 190 range up to 250, which would have been a decent profit. And then it sank, and then when the market opened up, it just had a really great day. That is beautiful. Let's see what she's got left in it. It did sell at 317. Mark, I'm getting out at 9 from 460. 413%, 14%. Where do you get your news from? We get our news from several different sources. I've got a news scanner on my watch list on my trading platform. That's where I get the vast majority of mine. 414%. 416%. We are up to $8.65, and we started in the low 190s. Retail is eating this up. Wow. 426. But I get a lot of my press releases off my scanner on my trading platform. But then we also have all of our members, which you really have to look at your fellow Wolfpack members as a source of information. They're not just fellow Wolfpack members. They're your source for information. And everybody sees each other that way. So everybody is sharing. Everybody is sharing information, press releases. And of course, everybody's using a little something different for scanning for news in pre-market in the morning. Bazinga Pro and FinViz, Momo scanners, E-Trade Pro. Everybody's got their own little thing that they like to use. And anytime anything runs, or news pops up, we all share it together. We hunt together, we eat together. That's the way it is. Mark, I'm out at 940 from 460s. Thank you, Jeff, for the alert this morning. Well, I'm just glad that you got in the 460s. That's great. Darn good. You have a great evening, my friend. 460%. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I got crushed today. I'm throwing in the towel. Oh, what'd you get crushed on today, JW? Hope you're not throwing in the towel. HWH killed me. I had 5,000 shares. Sounds like you went in pretty heavy, Terry, or JW. I don't think it's your trading. Doesn't sound like it's your trading skills. It sounds more like your decision process on how much you're putting into one particular stock. No one particular stock should kill you. No one stock should blow up your account. No one stock should ever get you to where you go. That's it. I'm done. I can't do this. If one stock is doing that to you, then you've put way too much money into that one stock. Can I get an amen? That you should not be putting that much into one stock. Just saying. I don't know what you put into it, but wow, 506%. Ryan, CADL 862 to 957. See, Ryan's even playing this thing in after hours after it's run as much as it has. He's still hitting it. B. Carter, 801 to 1019. That is beautiful. Nice trade. Very nice trade. Oh. Oh my. Well, I really would encourage everyone to join us on our live stream on our website. I really would encourage you to join us. You can cancel if you subscribe to the live trading. You can cancel it at any time you want. You have your own user profile on your account when you sign up, when you log in, and you can go into that and cancel your subscription on your own. You don't have to email me and say, hey, would you cancel my subscription? You can cancel it yourself in your user profile. Just cancel it. Anytime you feel like, this isn't for me, I'm not getting good runners, I'm not getting in on anything, or I just don't have the knack for this, and whatever your reasoning is, you can cancel it anytime you want to. HUBC at 127. We get a lot of MD CADL from 742 to 798, and then from 940 to 10. Nice. Scalped off some money off that a couple of times. That's really great. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Todd, CADL 675 to 975. Third time trading this today. Thanks, Wolfpack. Nice. Very good job. Sounds like you made some good trades there, Ryan. Um, Me personally, asking about a good entry price. I don't think I'd touch this if it can't break 10 again. If it breaks 10 on solid volume, I think I'd take a shot at it, but at now my price, when I say 10, when I give you a price target like 10, that's based on information I have at this exact moment. 5 minutes from now, that could change depending on what the stock's doing. So now we're down to $9. So now, based on the chart, I'd say 940. If it could break 940 again on good volume, I'd probably give it a shot. HUBC. Up to 123. Elsie, did you subscribe to the YouTube channel? If you did, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Good evening, Silver Fox. Cody, I'd be more than happy to help you out with that, my friend. Be more than happy to. Somebody asked me yesterday about some help. They wanted some help, and they didn't need help with, you know, they didn't need help with like I want you to show me how to make money. It wasn't a question like that. It was more of I really need to learn how to set my system up so that I can buy quick, sell quick. I need to be able to look at these candles and understand how to read these candles, the volume, explain to me what volume is and how it's important. Explain RSI to me and how that's important and why I should be looking at it. Those kinds of things. And those are very doable things for me to be able to teach somebody. So I've been just mulling it around. I tried to do one-on-one help. You'll appreciate this, I'm sure. I tried to do one-on-one help with people back in the beginning, and unfortunately I got overwhelmed badly with everybody. Everybody wanted a little piece of time, just some one-on-one, video chat. I need you to look at my system and tell me what's wrong, what's right. Help me figure this thing out. Help me figure out how to make this happen. How do I go from knowing nothing to at least being in the game? And I got overwhelmed. I was getting dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of people contacting me saying, hey, could you help me out? Can we do a one-on-one? Can we do a one-on-one? And unfortunately, there wasn't enough time in the day. And I don't mean that figuratively. I mean, literally, had I helped every single one of them one-on-one for even a half an hour, it just wasn't enough time in the day. I just couldn't do it physically. So one-on-ones are really, really, really hard. But I'm working on that. I am working on that. I'm trying to figure out a way, and I'm making progress on this, but I'm figuring out a way to be able to do a one-on-one in more of a group setting, like a Zoom meeting kind of a thing, where I can see you, you can see me, and there can be several of us in the room at the same time, and do some Q&As, and I'm looking at being able to do something like that, and do it a couple of times a week. But it is going to require a lot of time on my part. Not only, the time during pre-market and after hours, but all of my research, running the business and then taking time out a couple of days a week to do Zoom meetings and all that kind of stuff, which I don't mind doing. I don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing it, but I am retired or supposed to be retired anyway. So I'm going to look into that. And I'm going to be looking into that very quickly here and making something happen, because I know there's a lot of you. Just in the last week, I've gotten probably 15 emails from people asking for help, one-on-one help. So it's been the whole subject has been kind of creeping up in my mind. Yeah, I may end up not being retired pretty soon. I don't know. We'll find out. As long as I've got time on my weekends for my beach, I think I'll be all right. All right. Oh, and FYI, let me look at my calendar. Hear me up here, folks. Hear me up. Um, oh, come on. I got. Oh, let's see. March. They're coming on the 4th. There is a very good possibility, and I want everybody to pay attention to these dates now. This is important. Um, May, this next month, May, Monday the 6th. Monday the 6th of May, which is what, 1, 2, 3 weeks away, give or take. Well, we'll call it 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks away. Okay. The 6th, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I'll put this on the website and I'll post it a couple times and I'll be mentioning it off and on nonstop between now and then so that nobody forgets, because I always get at least one person that contacts me and says, what's the matter? Why aren't you live? 6th, 7th, and 8th, there's a very good chance that I'm not going to be doing a live stream on those 3 days. The 6th, the 7th, and the 8th of May. I know that's still quite a ways away, but I want to make sure everybody gets a good heads up on that. When my dad passed away up in Michigan, when Dad passed away, he had a storage facility, had a storage shed, quite a big one, and it is clear full of his stuff. And my sisters and I are still paying every month for that storage shed, and he passed away in December. So we've been paying on that storage shed, and it's like I want to say it's like $149. I think it's like $149 a month that we've been paying on this storage shed to keep us, to keep it there, keep his stuff there. So we need to me and my sisters are going to make a trip north, and we're going to have to get all my dad's stuff out of that storage shed. And there's a lot of stuff in there. And we got to sort through it and figure out what we're going to keep, what we're going to throw out, what we're going to give away to the Goodwill or whatever. But there's a lot of stuff in there. And some of it meant a lot to him. And so we'll probably keep a lot of that stuff. But we need to go up and take care of that. And so my siblings and I are going to fly up, take care of that storage shed, get everything cleaned out of it so that we can be done with it and not have to pay for that. And during that time, of course, I'm not going to be on my live because I'll be up in Michigan taking care of that. But it's just going to be those 3 days, that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So please indulge me for that. Let me go up and take care of my dad's final thing for my dad, all his stuff. And since I'm flying, I really can't bring anything back with me. So I may have to find a relative or two that I can take some stuff to and dump it off and say, here, I can't, I want to keep this. It belongs to my dad. I want to keep it, but I can't take it on the plane. So can you hold this for me? Until I can get a chance to like drive up there, and then I can haul some stuff back. But so please indulge me and give me those 3 days off to take care of my dad's final stuff there. It's the last thing that me and my siblings have to do to settle my dad's estate. So I'm going to be putting in some vacation time. I'm going to put in a vacation request with you guys. I'll be filling that out and turning that in. And hopefully you guys will approve my vacation for 3 days. MDIA. Nothing. CADL. Well, we managed to get it up to 1045. I wish I could remember what that was at when it was at 1045. Was that up like five? It was over 500%. Approved. Armando, I can help find a one-way rental to bring your dad's stuff with you. Well, thank you very much, Armando. Keep popping in here if you would, and keep reminding me of that. We're not sure how much we're keeping and how much we're throwing out. My dad was kind of he was just a sentimental old guy, and he kept everything. He kept everything and didn't throw away nothing. If you gave my dad a birthday card in 1975, he still has it. I mean, that's just how he is. He kept everything, and he was kind of OCD, so everything was very neat and orderly. He's very OCD about that stuff. I mean, birthday cards here, Christmas cards here, and he'd have them all lined up in a shoebox, all in order. I mean, he was and then he put the shoebox up and then get another shoebox and he'd line some more up, and he was just very orderly with that kind of stuff. But he kept everything. He kept everything. So we're going to have to go through and, figure out just what was to us, what was garbage, and what wasn't. All right. Well, we're not getting a whole lot of anything, are we? We haven't had any news really, other than MDIA, which is curling back up, by the way. We really haven't had any news here in after hours. that's really done much for the stocks. CADL, beautiful run there, but you know that was just a continuation of today's trading. MDIA, of course, and it is curling back up nicely right now. We're getting a nice green candle popping up on MDIA. Other than that, everything's been kind of a dead fish here. Nothing really moving at all. Sticks haunted for news. Sticks halted for news. STIX. STIX. Halted pending news. Put it on a chart. STIX. TC just popped up a little bit more. TC. It's on our micro float list. There's only 148,000 shares traded on that stock the entire day. So there's really no volume here, but it did pop up. It's gone from like 205 to 235 in after hours. It's sneaking. It's being very sneaky and crawling up very slowly. Now it's at 238. It's up 13%. Huh. Just yesterday. David, there was some new legislation or some laws passed in Germany, in Europe, that affected that market. Well, I think my dad's got everybody beat on just being goofy about some of it. Could have been his age too. I don't know. But you ever get one of those letters? And I'm going to tell on my dad here. I'm going to tell on him because I can. You know those envelopes you get in the mail where they've got the tabs on the side? You peel the tab off this side, you peel the tab off this side, and then you can open up the letter. You know the kind of envelope I'm talking about? He used to get one of those every month from Social Security. I don't know what letter it was or what notification it was, or if it was just like a pay stub or something. But he used to get one of those every month from Social Security. One of those envelopes that you peel the tabs off the sides. My dad kept the tabs. My dad would peel those tabs off, and instead of throwing them away, which they're trash, he would put them in an envelope, seal the envelope up, and store it away. That's how bad it was. Oh, that's bad. We opened up, we got into his storage shed when we went up for the funeral, and we saw an envelope, kind of a puffy envelope, and we were like, wow, I wonder what he's got in here. Must have been important. He kept it. It must have been important. We opened it up, and it was just full of those tabs. My sisters and I were crying, laughing so hard at my dad. Bless his heart. If he'd have been there, I would have laughed in his face, and I would have given him a big hug and said, I love you, but you're nuts. Oh, God. Miss him. Miss him really bad. Yeah. Yeah. We used to keep old mayonnaise jars and stuff to keep nuts and bolts in the garage. Absolutely. My grandpa used to do that. He, my grandpa used to take the lid from the mayonnaise jar and he would screw it into the top of the bottom side of a shelf. So he'd screw the lid into the bottom side of the shelf, and then he could take the jar and stick it up there and screw the jar into it like he was screwing in a light bulb. And then anytime he needed something, he'd just unscrew it and take something out and then screw it back in. It was pretty ingenious. Bagman. Bagman thinks if we clean out the storage shed, I might find some window treatments for my office. That's not a bad idea. Oh, God. Yeah, I think it was just a generational thing. That's all I think it was. These are kids that grew up very, very little. They grew up in the Depression. And during the Depression, you didn't throw anything away. You kept everything for a second use, a third use, and you never know when you're going to need it, kind of a thing. You never know when you're going to be able to sell it to somebody. So you kept everything. And they just grew up that way. So I think it's just a generational thing. Your dad kept every takeout container. Wow. My grandmother saves bags from bread. Well, I guess obviously it wasn't just my dad then. Yep. I'm in Michigan. Need a hand, I could see. Yeah, we're going to be in Adrian, Michigan. Mine washes Ziploc bags for multiple uses. Yeah. Used to wash the bread bags. Rob, CBDD. I saw that moved up quite nicely today. My mom still, they buy ice cream in the little round you get at Walmart in the little round tub, plastic tub with the lid and the handle. They keep all of them. They wash them out and then keep them because they're like little buckets. And my mom will tell me, you never know when you're going to need a bucket. But I have to admit, I have used a couple of those buckets when I was washing my car. So, oh my gosh, that's funny stuff. But I can only say that probably my generation, that some of you are in, we're going to be doing things when we're 80 that our kids are going to be scratching their heads trying to figure out what the heck is dad doing? Why is he saving that? Why is he doing what he's doing? So our time is coming. Bernie, CADL made 357 bucks. Nice. Out at 774. Yeah, he did get out just a little bit early on that one. Angela, I need a bucket for all the money I made today. Yeah, we're good. We're all going to be there. Just a matter of time. Well, folks, there's just not a whole lot going on. You guys agree? Do you have a set percentage you jump out at? TUS 368. The sort of a now this is currently if I'm up at least 10% return on investment. So if I put in $1,000 into a position and I'm up 10%, which would be $100, that's $100 increase, or excuse me, 10% increase. If I'm up 10%, I'm perfectly happy getting out of a stock. Perfectly happy with just 10%. So if I put in $2,000 and my position is up 10% or $200 profit, I'm perfectly happy. Now, do I hold them longer than that? Absolutely. If I get into a position with say $2,000, I'm up green $200, but the stock is still climbing. Absolutely, I'm going to hold on to it and let it climb. Now, I've let it climb and I jump out, and that's usually based on candles. It's based on how much am I up, in terms of percentage. Am I up like 50, 60, 70% return on investment? If I am, yeah, I'm probably going to get out. But if I get into a position, I'm up 10%, I'm perfectly happy taking 10% profit, because I got to tell you, a 10% return on your investment is pretty damn good. And I don't care what anybody says, and I'll argue that point with anybody. 10% return on investment is pretty damn good. So if I get into a position and I'm up 10% at least return on my investment, it goes up and it starts to curl back down again, I will hold on to it as it's curling down. I'll hold on to it as it's dropping, just in case it goes back up again. But if it doesn't curl back up and it continues to fall, guess where I am going to get out? I'm going to make sure that I get out before it hits my 10% that I was happy with to start with. So maybe instead of getting 10%, I got 12. Or maybe I got 14 instead of 10. Well, that's great. I was happy with 10. So 10% is always a really good number for me. Yeah, I've had stocks where I've made 5, 6, 7, 800, 1,000% return on investment. I've had that. We've all had something very similar to that. It happens. But as a general rule, if I'm up 10%, I'll take profit. Again, and that's talking about day trades. That's talking about a day trade. That's talking about get in, let it run up, get out. That's a day trade. I'm not talking about swing trades where you get in at $1 and then you hold it for 2-3 weeks as it's climbing up. I'm not talking about swing trades. We're talking about day trades. A 10% increase on one position is pretty damn good. And again, I'm not talking about 10% of the stock price. I'm not talking about the stock price going up 10%. I'm talking about my investment, what I put into it going up 10%. There's a big difference. Look at CADL, you beautiful bastard. 536%. Oh. We just hit 1073. Is that not something? 535%. 541, 545. Here comes 11. Here comes 11. 556%. 57. 560. 567. 574%. Oh, I'll say it again. CADL, you beautiful bastard. Love it. Oh, 20. What do you guys think? 20? What do you think? 20 bucks? That's a new high for that one. $25. Matthew says it's going to 25. Terry, you know it. You betcha. Look at that beautiful thing. My gosh. $11.36 we hit. So nice. So nice. Oh, God. Stocks like this just make you smile and make your entire day beautiful. Look at that chart. Look at that chart. Pull back on today's run of CADL. Look at the whole day and after hours. Look at that absolute beauty. Wow. That is nice. Hey, Freddie from Tennessee. So now the big question is, do we hold CADL into tomorrow? Do we swing CADL? What do you guys think? Do we swing that stock, or do we all think it's going to tank? Elias said he will not. HUBC has some new highs on it, up to 133 on the ask right now. Sell half and hold half. Brian says he'd take the money and run. Yes. Yes, sell it or sell half and hold half. All right, gotcha. Thank you guys on YouTube for hitting the subscribe button. Really appreciate that. Trying to get us up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I know that's not a lot. There's guys out there with millions of subscribers. So I know 1,000 is not much, but I do appreciate you guys helping us out, trying to get us up to the 1,000 mark. Same way with TikTok. I really appreciate you guys hitting the follow button on TikTok and trying to get us up over that 10,000 mark on TikTok. Maybe someday we can get YouTube up to 10,000 too, but that'll definitely have to be a grassroots effort to get us up there. What are we at now on TikTok? Are we still 60 people short of hitting our 10,000? Moto, I think it'll tank and will be another run tomorrow. What's the base price? Base price on what? Sheila says 56. We're 56 short. Can we drum up 56 more follows on TikTok by the weekend? Well, let's see. Let's see. All right, that'll be my goal, is to get 56 more by Monday morning. When we go live Monday morning, I want to go live with 10,000 followers on that TikTok, or higher, obviously. But I want to at least hit that 10,000 on Monday. That's my goal. So we'll see what happens. We're only 56 short. That's not very many. I think we can do it. And the same way with our live stream. And I want to touch base on the live stream one more time before I log off of here. You guys are welcome to join us on the live stream on the website. Remember, TikTok and YouTube going long on these live streams like we have been is not going to be forever. There's going to come a time when we've cut back TikTok and we've cut back YouTube to smaller time frames on the live portion of it, and we'll continue to do videos, and talk about, our updates on our recaps of what we did for the day and that sort of thing. We'll always continue to do that. But as far as the live stream goes, we may cut that back or turn it into a subscription type thing. I'm not sure. Probably just cut it back. But if you'd like to get the live stream with all the call outs, please feel free to join us on the live stream on the website, wolfpackcommunity.com, wolfpackcommunity.com, just like it sounds. Go over there, hit the subscribe to the live stream, and join us. We're on every morning at 6:45 a.m. Eastern time, and we start calling off runners in the morning, and that lasts all through pre-market, so it's almost 3 hours long. And the lives are recorded and posted on YouTube. The ones that we have done on YouTube for the last couple of weeks, those are all posted on YouTube. The entire 2.5, 3 hour long live, they're all on there. And feel free to subscribe on the website, but feel free to cancel anytime you want. Anytime you sign up and you cancel, that's perfectly fine. One thing I noticed that a lot of people like to do, they'll go in and sign up, and they'll subscribe to the live stream, which gets you a month of the live stream, but they'll sign up and pay for a month subscription, and then that same day or the next day, they go in and cancel it. Now, why are they doing that? They do that because all they really want is just sort of a trial period. They just want to check it out, see what it's all about, see if it's something worthwhile, see if they get any value out of it. So they sign up for it, and then they cancel it. And then they get a month of being able to watch the live stream, but they also know that at the end of the month that their subscription is going to be canceled, and they don't have to worry about paying it for it again. So what I've noticed is a lot of people will go in, pay for it, and then cancel it, and then they'll watch it for a month. Their subscription is canceled, and then within a day or two, those same people come back and subscribe again. So they watched it for a month and decided, I think it's worth it, and so I'm going to continue doing it. And some of those same people have been subscribers for months, over a year. Some of them have been subscribers now for over a year. So feel free to cancel it anytime you want to. Even if you just want to sign up and then cancel, just so that you can get a little trial period of it, see what it's like, see what it's about, you're more than welcome. All right. CADL. Does it go back to 11? Let's hope. Let's hope. I think what we may do here on CADL is sell half. I think what we might do here is sell half on CADL and then hold the other half for the rest of after hours today, and then going into pre-market tomorrow. We'll see how it acts. I don't think it could come down between now where it's at and 7 a.m. tomorrow. I don't think it could come down far enough that my second half is not going to be profitable also. It would have to come down a lot, and it's not going to come down that much. It might come down another, could this be at 750 to 650 tomorrow morning? It could very well. That wouldn't shock me at all to wake up and see this thing at 750. Not one bit. Even 620. That wouldn't shock me one bit to see this at $6 tomorrow in the morning when we get up. But even at $6, I'm still in the money on my other half. So I'm not worried about it. So I think what I'm going to do probably is dump half and hold the other half for in the morning and see what happens. Rob. There he is. He made it. There he is. I'll have to get a hold of him on Facebook. I'll have to get a hold of him on Facebook and set up a time to go over there and meet with him. Maybe Rob and I can take a selfie together and post it for everybody. That'd be a lot of fun. And like I said, once I figure out exactly where we're meeting, I'll let you guys know. You're more than welcome to pop over and say hi and have a beer. We'd love that. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. There's nothing going on, really. CADL, MDIA, they're really the only two games in town right now. HUBC, well, it's still trying, but there's really nothing running. There's nothing running, so it's not very exciting right now. Even CADL is just not doing anything too exciting. But I will continue to watch it for the rest of the evening. You can count on that. You can count on that. That was up over 600% earlier. Did we see that? It was up over 600% at one point. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, you guys have a beautiful evening. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. I appreciate it. YouTube's brand new for us. We've only been doing it a couple of weeks. And so far, so good. We get some unusual people popping in on comments on YouTube, but that's to be expected. But we've got some great moderators that catch most everything. And I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll pop in tonight on Jay's live. If he goes live tonight at 9 p.m., I think I might pop in there for a few minutes and say hi to Jay. Jay Diamond, if you're not familiar, pop in and say hi to him. It's always a fun conversation in there at night. Good place to hang out for a few hours. And I will see you guys either on Jay's live tonight. I'll pop in and say hi. If not, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, 6:45 a.m. Be on and be ready. Get that coffee nice and hot. Be ready to go and catch some runners in the morning with us. Yes, definitely. We'll take pictures of the storage situation in May. All right. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Thank you very much. And just FYI too, you guys are welcome to pop over and find me on Facebook and send me a friend request on Facebook. You're more than welcome to. More than welcome to.